Hey.
Winning lottery numbers coming up.
Sure, got your board right, you know, brakes are stiff, you know. I feel like I gotta do some squats to get them brakes going on, you feel me? So definitely get up my boy.
Yo, what's good, though, boys? We're Ratchet Chris. So, got a 2020 Camry, Toyota Camry XSE. Just pads, no rotors. Just walk out there real quick. So you got jack the car up, put it on jack stand, make sure the e-brake is on. For the front, so we won't have to disengage the electronic brake. For the rear, we will. So, I think I just got fucking, what the fuck?
Maybe if we hit a little underpass, I'ma go crazy and give a little burble ho. I'm in
Like, am I sweating? Anyways, so yeah, get the wheel off, release the tension on the wheel, lug nuts, jack the car up, put it on the jack stand, take the wheel off. We got two 14s on this caliper. We'll release or pretty much break the bolts, and then we'll compress the piston back with a C-clamp. Right. Lube the fucking shit out of the pads, dust it off, and I'll go from there. Right, so we done jacked the car up, right? We got the wheel off. We have the 14s off. Here, bam. 14's off. We're gonna remove this, but before we do that, I'm gonna grab this and get up in here and pry that back as much as I can, so I don't have to do too much on the C-clamp, or I just get the C-clamp and use it. So let's get it. And then I'll lube the pads down, show y'all how to do that, and then insert them, and we're good. All right, so first let's go ahead and we got the caliper off. We compressed it back with a C-clamp. Just put that bad boy just like that and compress it back, right? All the way. You know how to do that. Take the pad off, right? Take our brush, brush everything down. Make sure you're wearing your eyeglasses or whatever, so you don't get that shit in your eyes. Brush, brush, brush. Get all that rust out. Right? As much as you can. Right? This one's gonna be really dusty, so. Now, take your lube, right, apply it to the pad. The pad's plate on the back, where it contacts with the caliper or the piston. And then you're also gonna lube this part right here. Right? The other part, other side. And then you also wanna lube this up right here. This one up top. Make sure not to touch the rotor. Lube that up, lube the side up, lube the back one, lube the bottom one. And then put the pad in, you good? And by the way, guys, don't forget these clips that you gotta put on here. I'll show you how the orientation is. You basically wanna bend it in and put one like this. I'll show you. Do it just like that, so the clip can retract the pads from the rotor. I put the bottom one in, facing up, like that. So we did the fronts, right? Now we wanna come to the rear, and the rear is a little tricky. It has an e-brake, electric parking brake. So what you're gonna need is T45 Torx Bit, right? You're gonna need what is this? A 5 hex Allen wrench, but socket is probably the best, or you could just use one of these maybe with your hand. This is a little bit more torque. And then you're gonna need a flathead. Basically, you want to make sure that this is turning right, like righty-tighty. So here, to the back of this this motor, I can fit that T45 in there and then push it right. I'm gonna keep spinning it all the way right until I hear it click. Once I hear it click, then I'll stop. I know that it's fully retracted, and then I'll come over here, use a C-clamp like normal, and then I should push all the way in. So you can get that back to where you can put the new pads in. Obviously disconnect this from the motor, and the way you disconnect the motor is, like I said, those two Allen wrench key things, or Allen wrench key screws, which is a 5. And then yeah, obviously you had to take the caliper from the piston, just disconnecting that with the 14s, and then the whole caliper comes off with the 17s. So pretty easy. You got the 2 caliper bolts right here, 1, 2, and then you got the 2 piston bolts right here, 1, 2, to take away this motor. Is the 2 5s, and then you got the flathead to disconnect this little clip here. And then you're pretty much good. So make sure to twist that T46 Torx Bit to the right, so that you can retract it and not deploy it, because you don't want it to get stuck in there, or else you'll have to replace the whole caliper and bleed the brakes, since you have to remove the line. So learn from me on twisting it right. He's all set. Front and rear is complete. Nice, looking good. And no screeching, no squealing. My boy John, man, with the clean ass red interior, black wheels, with the XSE.
She might be running 6s. Hey, that's crazy though. Y'all know her? Yo, I gotta ask, like, what? I was just, all right, bet. All right, have a good day, all right?